Hi everybody, welcome to Online Instructional Design and Delivery. I wanted to give you a short video that gives you a little background about myself, credentials for teaching this class, and then a little bit of an overview of our course mission and what I hope you all leave this course having more information about or enjoyment with. So a little bit about me. Just like most of you, I've got my master's in library science. Half of my graduate classes were online and half were at an off-site campus. So essentially it was a hybrid program, mostly online though. First time I set foot on the physical campus was at graduation. So I can sympathize with an online student because I know what it's like to have a course, especially if it's really well organized and easy to navigate, and how much that can help a student really progress through a course and persist. I've also been an instructor. All of these courses are face-to-face, and two of them I taught at a community college, and one of them I taught at my current institution. And so that leads me to a little bit about what I'm doing right now. I am currently the library director for a small private nonprofit four-year university. I was, prior to that, an instructional design librarian, and I worked with our nursing and even education faculty to build out a DNP and an executive leadership EDD program. Each of those programs had anywhere from 11 to 12 courses within them. I've also worked with faculty development as a subject matter expert. I've mentored a few of our instructors within Library Juice Academy, but I really cut my teeth at the Learning House, which is an online program management vendor. They are now part of the Wiley. Most of you are probably familiar with Wiley as a textbook publisher, but they do have additional side businesses, and they recently purchased Learning House probably about 2 years ago. Within Learning House, I was a curriculum developer, but I was also in professional development. And as a curriculum developer, I worked with many of their corporate library courses. These courses ranged anywhere from social sciences, sociology, psychology, through math, algebra, biology. One of their more successful courses was a medical coding certificate program and even remedial English and math. What do I do on the side? Well, when there is time, I have written 4 books. The first book was It Happened in Kentucky, which it was in its second edition a few years back. The book I really enjoyed writing the most was Remarkable Kentucky Women. I think in honor of the 200th anniversary of the women's right to vote this year. It really was enjoyable looking at some trailblazers in fields ranging from nursing to law to education as well. So by all means, go ahead and look them up in Amazon. Would enjoy if you have a chance to pick one up and read one or order it through interlibrary loan. So let's get on to what we're going to do in this class. We're really looking at exploring some of the Moodle tools, and especially for those of you who may be teaching a Library Juice course, hopefully I can give you an opportunity to see a good range of some of those Moodle tools. Book is our readings, and essentially you will not need to order anything from interlibrary loan. All of our readings are right in the Moodle book. Choice is a polling tool that Moodle has, and I wanted to give you all an opportunity to see what a poll is like. And I know you've surveyed before, but how you can incorporate it as a way of kind of checking in with students, maybe in the mid to latter part of a course term, to make sure there aren't any issues or concerns or areas that students feel that they still need help with before the course ends. A poll is a really good way of checking in with students and finding out what are their pain points. Our database, because when you're designing an online course, you want to be mindful of all learners and learner abilities. Our database activity is really building a database of accessibility tools. So these are tools that may not be incorporated in any LMS. They're usually third-party tools that can range from how to help user or learners who maybe have visual impairments to speech impairments. So the nice part about Moodle's database is you can print off the entries and keep them in a type of spreadsheet and basically refer back to them if you ever need them later down the road. It is one of the course activities past participants have really noted they appreciate it. The workshop is an actual peer review activity. And last month, or I'm sorry, the last time I taught this class, we actually debuted peer review. And a little bit about peer review. We'll talk more about it in week 2. Peer review is essentially a 2-step process. You will submit your blueprint into Moodle. In turn, you'll be partnered. Your partner is going to provide or assess your blueprint with some constructive criteria. And they will provide their evaluation or assessment in Moodle. And then it will flip. You'll be reviewing your partner's blueprint. This was noted as a worthwhile activity because it gives you an opportunity to get feedback, more than one feedback, aside from my own, before your course launches. And maybe you're not even teaching a course. Maybe you're looking at a BI session from a different eyes, or maybe you are looking at a workshop that's going to run across more than one session. This is one way of getting some feedback so that you can make corrections before you actually run it and have much more success running it. The latter part, I should say throughout the whole course, you're going to be building a course development blueprint. So this may be a course that maybe you haven't even taught yet. Maybe it's a course you have taught, but there are some areas that you feel need to be changed, or maybe it's time for a revision. Maybe it's also just a training session, like I said, that you want to run, but you really want to map it out. We're going to work on this all 6 weeks. And finally, the latter 2 weeks of the course, we'll talk a little bit more about handling diverse online interactions. This could be everything from students who may be lurkers, who aren't participating, to the other end of the spectrum, students who may be participating so much that other students can't really participate without a student taking over the conversation, online conversation. For those of you who've been in an online course, you're probably well aware of those students. That is really about it. When you are done with this video, I recommend you review the syllabus. And we have a welcome activity the first week, and I'm looking forward to seeing and meeting all of you, really similar to this type of video. So if you have any questions, feel free to Moodle message me. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.